Hello and welcome to Odds on League and Matchday 19. We had a break with the Coupe de France, Alain Valnegri, and bad news for Olympique Marseille and Gattuso in the weekend.
Yes, they'll go out. But it was difficult, the match, because playing in Rennes is never easy. But they'll go out in the penalty. I think in the content, Marseille are in the good way. Now they must to put the focus in Ligue 1, try to catch a Champions League spot, and try to do something in Europa League. To remember to the people, the next season 4 teams go to the Champions League in France, and that one open the possibilities to Marseille. They have a really important game against Monaco to cut the distance with Monaco, who is the fourth right now in Ligue 1.
Well, Nantes also out of the cup, continuing their bad run. Remember that they won the competition a couple of years ago. And also Reims were the big surprises in the Coupe de France. Let's focus in Ligue 1. Guys, remember, as always, press the like and subscribe to our channel. Let's go on with the show. Well, Alain, Ligue 1 is back on Friday with a very good game, Lyon-Rennes. Very interesting because, as we mentioned at the beginning, Rennes was able to continue in the Coupe de France at home. And as you predicted, I remember very well a couple of weeks ago, they beat Nice at home. Let's see if they are able to win away. It's always a challenge for a team like Rennes. They won the last away game in Clermont, and also interesting for Lyon because they were coming from 4 consecutive victories without conceding, but they lost in Le Havre. I remember also you saying that they were going to lose that game, so they went back to the bottom 3. How do you see this game?
Yeah, it's difficult because Lyon improved with the third, with his third manager in the bench. In the last game in Le Havre, I think the send-off changed the history of the game, and Le Havre is a consistent team. And right now, I think Lyon suffered that. Rennes, the next challenge to Stéphane is start to have a good point average when they played away. And it's a good opportunity because Rennes won the last 4 games. Is the best streak from the beginning of the season. It's difficult to predict 1x2 for this game. I choose goals over 2.5 goals, odds 2.01.
Very difficult. It's very balanced, this game, and we can see it in the odds. It pays basically the same for Lyon to win or for Rennes to win. Next games on Saturday, we have Nice, Metz. Nice is still in the second spot, but everything is very balanced in the top of the table. They have 35 points, and Lyon, 5th on the table. They have 31 points. They lost to Rennes, as we mentioned at the beginning, but they've won the last 5 Ligue 1 games at the Allianz Riviera, always low scoring game, whereas for Metz, Alain, they lost to Toulouse. That very important game was a relegation 6-pointer. Is 5 consecutive defeats for them in Ligue 1. Also, not able to score many goals, only 1 goal scored. So this should be, I guess, Nice victory, low scoring game is what we should expect.
Yes, but now with 𝐬𝐭𝐴𝐽𝐻, the things will be changed for the goal average of Metz. Nice won a crazy game in Bordeaux. They received 2, but they scored 3 goals away, and it is the first time this season. Maybe we start to see an idea of football nearest to the idea of football of Farioli, his manager. Now Nice must to win this game. Nice is actually second in the table. From the second spot until the eighth spot is really near, is really short, and you can't lose game and point against team you fighting against relegation, especially when do you have the ambition to go to the Champions League. Metz is suffering. Metz is suffering. We saw the first part of the season a very good Metz in the content, but from middle of November the team has serious problem with the goal. 𝐻𝐞𝐿 can be the solution. He scored 2 in Coupe de France, but I think it will be not enough to catch a point in Nice. I choose the security Nice winning odds 1.42.
And on Saturday, we also have Marseille-Monaco, the best game in this match day, with the bad result for Marseille in the Coupe, out of the competition against Rennes in the penalty shootout. In the last 2 games in Ligue 1, they found draws against Strasbourg, against Montpellier, and they are 5 points away from Monaco in the fight for the Champions League spot. So this is a very important game for the future of Marseille.
Yes, when they played Velodrome, is a black cat for Marseille. The last 8 games, Marseille won only 1 against Monaco. I think this stat means a lot of things when both teams play in Marseille. Marseille, from the beginning of the season, doesn't lose a game in the Velodrome, in Ligue 1, in Champions League, and there must to have a reaction against this Monaco, who was losing against Stade de Reims. But after Monaco be able to win in before they won in Lens, they won in Toulouse, they won in Rodez in Coupe de France, they will feel comfortable when they played away, especially in the biggest game. But I don't see Marseille losing at home. I choose the surprise. I choose the risky odds for the week. I choose the draw. X odds 3.70.
It's very difficult, this Ligue 1, because the teams are not consistent apart from PSG. You mentioned Monaco, for instance. They lost at home to Reims and to Lyon, but away they beat Toulouse and Rennes, especially. It's a very tough stadium to go and win in Rawson Park. So you see the draw in the very good game in the Côte d'Azur between Marseille and Monaco. On Sunday, Alain, Montpellier, Lille, 2 points away from the bottom 3 for Montpellier, lost to Brest 2-0 in the last game. Their streak is poor. It's only 1 victory in the last 9. And Lille, they also have to win away. They are challenging for the Champions League spots, because at home they get the victories, but only 2 wins away from home, Alain.
Yes, Montpellier is difficult to see the position in the table when we compare with the content, because during the game is a team with a lot of talent, with a lot of young player, and we saw sometimes the team miss some consistency when they played, especially against the biggest team. In the last games in Montpellier, the last 4, Lille won the last 4 games in Montpellier, and I think is a strong statistic, because except Paris Saint-Germain, I think nobody won the last 4 games when they played in La Mosson. In spite of that, Lille arrived to this game really confident. Lille is fighting for the Champions League. Lille improved the point average away respect to the last season. I think it's difficult to imagine Lille losing in Montpellier, but I choose both teams to score, because Montpellier at home score frequently, and Lille is able to score against every team.
Well, Montpellier, they draw a lot. At home is 6
Yeah.
draws when they play in
Yes,
Lyon.
the last four,
The last
the
four.
last 5 is 4 draw. Yeah.
1 victory, 2 defeats, 6 draws. So it could be a good idea, as you said, both teams to score a 1-1 result, for instance, something similar. Next game is Clermont, Strasbourg, and we saw this game in Coupe de France just some days ago, and Strasbourg won that game 2-1 away from home. Some hope for Clermont and Ligue 1 because they were able to beat Nantes in La Beaujoire. It was only the 3rd victory of the season, but Alain, seeing how strong Strasbourg is recently and the good form, they are coming from 5 wins and 1 draw in the last 6 games. And after seeing this game only 3 days ago, I guess we should go for Strasbourg.
Strasbourg is start with a lot of difficulty because the squad changed a lot. The squad is really, really young, but the last 6-7 games we saw an improvement. They won against Lille at home in Coupe de France. We don't saw it was a no game against Clermont. The difference was really, really, really marked. Now Clermont, I think Clermont is actually with Lorient the worst team in Ligue 1. They have a lot of difficulty, especially with the goal. Is the weak attack in Ligue 1, and in defensive phase we saw a lot of limit. They lose that strengthness about last season, and I don't see Clermont winning this game, and I choose the double opportunity X2 odds 1.45.
Well, Strasbourg to win, as we saw it in the cup, is 2.85. Is really good odds. If you are looking for higher odds, back in Vieira's team pays very well. Actually pays the same Clermont or Strasbourg to win, and I'm surprised to see this very long and high odds for Strasbourg. Next game is Lorient. Le Havre. Lorient still losing. The last one was against Lille. 5 consecutive defeats. No victories since the 22nd of October. So they are losing a bit the hope, and they are playing against the newly promoted team Le Havre that we say week after week they are doing a great season, beating Lyon in the last game. Very good odds to back Le Havre somehow because they are the underdog for the bookies in this game.
Yes, it's strange. The first question is how Lebris still in the bench in Lorient. Normally, a trainer, manager with 12 games without winning, and when you are in the bottom of the table, normally he's fired. But he's still in the bench. Maybe it's the last call, it's the last opportunities for him. Probably the vestry are with him, and the board consider in 12 months they sold all the best player. And that one, if you remember the last season in November, Lorient was the biggest surprise in Ligue 1. What happened in 12 months? But the board sold the best player and didn't replace with quality player, and that one is really difficult to conserve the good job who Lebris doing last season. Now Le Havre is in a very good moment. Le Havre gives security to his fans, to the odds. Normally, Le Havre is not doing a no game. We don't saw Le Havre doing a lot of no game from the beginning of the season. Their catch point away in stadium really difficult. It's difficult to see Lorient winning this game. But what I said you before is the last call for Lebris. Every things can happen is football, and for that reason, I choose over 1.5 goals because the odds are really interesting. Odds 1.44.
All right. If someone wants the odds for Le Havre, as I wanted to highlight, before 3.0, and the last call, I'm not sure if it's last call, but in a bad moment, we have Nantes going to Reims, two teams that were defeated in the Coupe de France, Reims against Sochaux in the penalty shootout, and Nantes against Laval. They also lost 𝐿𝐿𝐿 in Ligue 1, so there is very concerning. It's 4 consecutive defeats in Ligue 1, only 2 points away from Lyon. We saw them last season also fighting until the end to avoid relegation, but moments for Nantes.
Yes, it's strange, Nantes, because at the beginning of the season we saw again the jeu à la nantaise is a model of play from the 90s, really offensive, and not had really good moment in this season. After they changed the manager, since Gourvenec is the manager of Nantes, the things doesn't go well. Out of Coupe de France against a team from Ligue 2, 4 consecutive defeat in Ligue 1, but the things is more or worry more the fans of Nantes is the problem with the goal, because this team doesn't score. They have a big problem with the goal. Against Reims, who is a team play open and concede occasion, maybe we will see an improvement of Nantes. Reims is fighting for a European spot. I think that the game in Sochaux was an accident, and the penalty. Everything can be happen, but Sochaux playing National is 3rd division in France. 3rd division. Every season in France, we have a lot of surprise with Coupe de France. I still believe it was an accident. The last game, Reims was able to win in Monaco, and I think that the difference about both teams are really strong, and the odds for Reims winning is interesting because it doesn't reflect the difference between both teams. I choose Reims winning odds 1.85.
It will be great if Reims they can play European football next season. Next game, Toulouse Lens, two teams actually playing Europa League. They have to play the playoff in 2-3 weeks' time. Toulouse, they have to also focus in Ligue 1 because they are only 1 point away from the relegation, also out of the Coupe de France, and their form is very poor. Luckily, at least they were able to beat Metz in the last game. It looks like the only team they can beat this season is Metz in Ligue 1. Alain, should we go for Lens here? The odds are quite low, 2.10, because also we have to take in consideration that they've won only 2 away games this season.
Yes, but they must to start to win again away. And Toulouse go out against Reims in Coupe de France. We know Toulouse have problem in Ligue 1 from the beginning of the season. They're really near to the relegation spot, and Lens doesn't play the last weekend, and I think that one can be a good. Really good for Lens. Lens must to improve his relationship with the goal. The average of goal are really poor. The average of victory away are really poor. And if they wanna go back to Europe, They must improve that. I think the team have the potential to improve that, but they must to start. And the game in Toulouse is a very good opportunities. I don't see Toulouse winning this game, and I choose 2 𝐋𝐞𝐿 odds 1.53.
Of course, very difficult to put our money on Toulouse. So poor this season, only 3 wins, 2 of them against Metz. Also very interesting, the fight to avoid relegation this season, especially the third spot, the play-out one, where Lyon sits down, is very open. And the last game, in the late kickoff on Sunday, is PSG Brest. Brest, the surprise of the season. Remember, they are in Champions League spots, third spot. It would be the first time for them playing in the Champions League. Take a look at their form, Alain. 8 wins and 1 draw in all competitions in the last 9 games. Of course, bad luck for them because they have to go to the Parc des Princes. It looks like this PSG is winning and winning in the last game, no matter the competitions.
Yes, is the one of the big match of the weekend. What we can think about Brest? Brest is not more a surprise. I think is real. The team are in a very good form. They perform when they found team create some problem. They have always the skills and the capacity to win the game. Now is the Brest go to Paris without pressure. The pressure is in the end of Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain found his rhythm, his model of play. Paris Saint-Germain play every week better, and I think Paris Saint-Germain will be win this game. The odds are interesting because I think PSG winning at home 1.42. We must to try that, and I choose Paris Saint-Germain winning odds 1.42. Warning, because the first game was a game with a lot of goals. PSG won 3-2. They suffer in Brest, but it's a stadium special. In Brest is difficult to play, and the option of the goal can be an option too.
Okay, the goals, for instance, we should go for over 3 goals to find odds at 2.0 for this game, because also the bookies expect goals in the Parc des Princes. Alain, tell me your safe bet.
Toulouse lost over 1.5 goals, odds 1.30.
And the ACCA?
Nice Metz 1, Lorient Le Havre over 1.5 goals, Reims winning and PSG winning for a total 5.37.
I like your ACCA, Alain, this weekend. Good luck to everyone. Thank you, and see you next week. Bye-bye.
Ciao.